So apparently white men can jump. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. I'll be here all week. That joke was totally original. John Carter. Disney really thought this was going to be like the next big thing, and yeah, it's not. What's the movie about? John Carter lives in post-Civil War America. He's a bit of a loner, and he's searching for like a cave of gold. The movie spent a surprising amount of time on Earth, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to gloss over those details. There's just this thing with his nephew, who I will definitely get to later, and Bryan Cranston's small but pretty funny role. Anyway, through dumb luck, he ends up finding his cave of gold, and then there's a short confrontation, and then boom, he's on Mars. Of course, it takes him a while to realize this, and he's just trying to get used to his surroundings, mainly his super strength and his ability to jump really high. He meets up with these green aliens called something that starts with a T, like Tenak or Theric or something. I don't remember. And then he learns of this conflict involving these other two factions. And John Carter, of course, is the chosen one that has to put an end to all of this. And then the story just ends up going all over the place between all three factions. Like, sometimes he's fighting these guys, then he jumps on another ship, and then he's attacking these guys and killing them for some reason. The two biggest issues with the movie are its characterizations and its just general pacing. Like, my problem with the characterizations is that John Carter is kind of stupid. The first half of this movie deals with him going way out of his way to piss off the people in this foreign land that he knows nothing about. The guy just asks him to show off his jumping ability, and he's just like, no. And then they treat him like crap for it, and it's like, why don't you just jump? They're not even... whatever. And then, not to mention, he keeps screwing over the alien chick that's supposed to be looking after him. And then the characterization issues also apply to like the other factions. Like you have the princess chick. She's kind of just like, I'll do anything for my kingdom. And then they give her like they give him an ultimatum. It sucks, but I mean, she kind of just runs away from it. So I found that pretty annoying. And then one of the races, the alien race, it's like, we do not fly. And it's just like, they never even tell you why. So that didn't even make sense to me. It just feels like all of this is happening because all the characters are so stubborn. And then as for the pacing, some of these scenes just don't really flow that well together. It's like, one minute I'm here, and then like the transition to Mars was just so awkward. It does not flow well at all. The action is serviceable, even though there's a scene where John Carter is taking on like 200 aliens at once that I could not buy for a second. The nicest thing I could say about the 3D is that it's there at times. The acting is serviceable. The standouts for me were Mark Strong and James Purfoy. The lead, Taylor Kirsch, was good whenever he wasn't doing his Batman impression. My one issue acting-wise was the guy that played the nephew. Like, the dude from Spy Kids pretty much grew up, and he does not have that many lines, but he seriously overacts. Like, he's just... But, I can't believe... And it's like, I'm hardly exaggerating. I don't see how someone could, like, film him doing all that and not just say, hey, can you just take it down to, like, a 7 or something? But whatever. In the end, I'll say, if you really want to see this, catch it on Stars a year from now. And that's honestly the strongest recommendation I can give it. If you like this review and you want to see more, please subscribe, and I'll definitely try to review more than one movie next week.